Hello and welcome to mahendraguru.com, and you're watching the video discussion of SBI ST number 10, and the section is maths. So as you all know about, the SBI exam is going to happen. So in this session we are going to discuss something which is really very important for your examination. This ST discussion will really help you how to solve the math section very easily. So let's start with the first question. The first question you can see from the miscellaneous. The question is, in a school, the respective ratio of boys to the girls is 4:5. What the question is saying? The question is saying we have given the ratio of the number of boys and number of girls is 4:5. And then when 200 girls leave the school, the ratio becomes 6:7. That means, if you see, the ratio of boys and girls is 4:5. When 200 girls leave the school, ratio becomes 6:7. Now see, the number of boys in the first condition and in the second condition will be same, because girls are leaving the school, boys are not. So in this condition, boys, the ratio of boys is 4 and the ratio of boys is 6. So what we will do? We will same the ratio of the boys, that is by multiply 3 and by multiply 2. Now you can see boys and girls ratio will be 12:15, and here the ratio will be 12:14. Now see, in this condition number of boys is equal and number of boys are equal. Now girls are leaving. How many girls are leaving? 200 girls. Now see, in the first case the girls ratio is 15 and in the second case the girls ratio is 14. That means ratio is changing by 1. So we can say that 1 ratio must be equal to 200, because in the previous condition the ratio is 15 and the ratio is 14. The condition is when 200 girls are leaving, that means 1 must be equal to 200, and we have to find what? We have to find the number of boys in the school, and that is 12 ratio. So if 1 ratio is equal to 200, then 12 ratio will be equal to 200 into 12, that will be equal to 2400. So in this way we can solve this question easily. If you will go by the regular method, it will take a time. So if you will go by this method, it will take a less time as comparison to the regular method. Now check the option. Second one will be the right answer of this question. Now move to our next question. The next question you can see on the screen. The question is, the cost of 2 water filter and 1 mini mixer are equal. The question is saying the cost of 2 water filter. Water filter, we have given a name W, and 1 mini mixer, that is M. You can say water filter we have denoted by W and mini mixer we have denoted by double M. Now cost of 2 water filter and 1 in mini mixer are equal. So we can say that the ratio of water filter and mini mixer will be equal to 1:2. Why we are using this funda? Because in this method we can solve the question quickly. Now water and mini mixer ratio is 1:2. Now read the question. If the cost of 2 mini mixer and 3 water filter, 2 mini mixer which will be equal to 4. Now you can see water ratio mini mixer, that is 1:2, and the question is saying if the cost of 2 mini mixer, the cost of 2 mini mixer will be equal to 4 water filter, we can say. So 4 water filter and 3 water filter, the cost will be equal to 5:4:25. So here we can say that 7 ratio must be equal to 5:4:25. Where we get 7? 2 mini mixer, which will be equal to 4 ratio, and 3 already given. 3 plus 4, 7 ratio is equal to 5:4:25. So 1 ratio will be equal to 775. Now what we have to find? We have to find what is the cost of mini mixer, and the ratio of mini mixer is 2. That means we have to find the ratio 2. So if 1 ratio is equal to 775, so 2 ratio will be equal to 775 into 2, that will be equal to 1550. So the answer of this question will be 1550. If you see, if you will solve this question by letting the equation, it will take a time. Or you can say if you will go by the regular method, it will take long time. But if you go by this method, it will take less time as comparison to the regular method. Now move to our next question, that is, the next question is from number series. As you all know that in SBI exams, questions will come from number series, question will come from simplifications, or question will come from the miscellaneous. So it is a question from number series. Now what we have to do in number series, if we have given a number series, then firstly we have to find the logic. That means ki the number series we have given, what is the logic behind this number series? So firstly check. Now see, this is a 98 and this is 192 and this is 570. Getting something logic? Not. See, 98 then 192. If we will multiply this 98 by 2, what we will get? We will get 286, 298 and 196. But here it is 192. So what comes in our mind? If we subtract 2 from 98, we will get 96. And if we will multiply this 96 by 2, what we will get? We will get 192. That means we are close to the logic. If we will multiply 2 by 96, we will get 192. That means the next number. And now see, if you have to get this 570 from 192, how you will get? As you all know that if we will multiply 190 into 3, we will get 570. That means the logic is, if you will minus same 2 from 192, you will get 190 and 570 multiplication of 3. That will be equal to 570. That means we are getting a logic, and the logic is we have to minus 2 and multiply by 2 and 3 and up to 4, so on. So let us take to the next one. If 570 you will minus 2, it will become 568, and here you see it is a 0. If you will multiply 4 into 8, last digit will be 2, but here it is a 0. That means in this we will not multiply by 4. So from which number we will multiply? Now 2850 is 568, something near to 2500. So if we will multiply by 5, we will get the same number. So multiplication of 5 gets 2840. Now there is a logic. The logic is 235. Now 235, what are these numbers? These are the prime number. So remember logic. The logic is we have to minus 2 from the number and we have to multiply the prime number. Similarly, follow the logic. The logic you can follow 2840 then minus 2, right? That will be equal to 2838. Then after 5, which one is the prime number? The prime number is 7, and 7 8 56, which is equal to 6. That means we are getting the same logic. So apply the logic in the next one. So the value of question mark will be equal to 19866, and we have to minus 2 from this number. So 19864 into multiply by, after 7, which one will be the prime number? 11. So we will multiply by 11. So if we will multiply this number by 11, we will get the answer 218504. Now see the option. Check the option. You can see second one is the right answer of this question. The logic is, again repeating, the logic is you have to subtract 2 from the number and then multiply by the prime number. So there is a logic. The logic was multiply by prime number and subtract 2 from the number. You will be get the next number. Now let us proceed to next number series. The next question on the screen is as from number series. Now see, this is 80, 120, this 240, 600, 1800. It is clearly, if you will multiply 120 by 2, you will get 240, and if you will multiply 3 into 600, you will get 1800, which means there is a logic of multiplication. But the condition is, first number is 80 and the second one is 120. So how we will get 120 from 80? By multiplying the 1.5. So you can apply the logic. If we say 80 into 1.5, which will be equal to 120, and 120 multiplied by 2, you will get 240. So there is a logic which is we say that this is 1.5, this is 2. So next will be equal to 240, 600. That means multiplication of 2.5, then 600 into 1800, multiplication of 3. If you have to find the next one, so the logic will be 1800 multiplied by 3.5, and which will be equal to 18 3s are 50, 400. So answer will be 6300. So we have seen the logic of this number series is the multiplication of the 1.52 and 2.53, means the increasing order of 0.5. Now move to our next question. The next question is from number series. The question is, now see, this is a 9, and in the second case this is a question mark, and then 105, 484, 2545, and we have to find the value of this question mark. How we will calculate? Now, first number is 9. You cannot apply any logic in the first number because in the second one there is a question mark. So what we will do? We will apply the logic in the third one and we'll follow to the next one. For example, this is 105 and this is 484. If you will multiply this 105 into 4, you will get 420, but there is 484, in which we can say that if you will multiply this by 4, you will get 420, and if we will add 64, then we will get 484. So this 64 can be written as 420 plus 4 cube. Now see the logic. 105 into 4, and we are adding the cube of the same number in which we are multiplying. That means 105 into 4, then add 4 cube. Similarly, the next one will be 484. 484, and there is 52545. So if you will multiply by 5 and then 5 cube, that will be equal to 2545. So the logic is, this is 4, this is 5, same logic here 3, and the logic here is 2. So we can say that the value of this question mark, you can say 9 into 2, because here is the multiplication of 4, here will be 3 and there will be 2. So 9 into 2, and we have to add the same number cube, so plus 2 cube. 9 into 2 becomes 18 plus 2 cube is 8. So value of question mark will be 26. So now what is the logic? The logic is, if the number you are multiplying and you have to add the cube of the same number in the question, you will get the next number. So the answer is 26. Now see the option. You can see fifth one will be the correct answer of this question. Now move to our next question. The next question is from same number series. Now you will tell me what is the logic behind this number series. Firstly, what we have to do, we have to check the pattern, what the pattern behind this number series. Now see, this is a 16 and this is a 7. How you will get this 7 from 16? Now see, if you will multiply 16 into 0.5, you will get 8, but there is 7. That means we have to minus 1 from 8, so we will get 7. That means it can be a logic. If you can multiply by 0.5 and minus 1, So you will get the next one. Now follow the same in the next one. So what we will do now? 7 multiply 0.5. It may be a 1 or it may be 1.5. We are not sure. So what we will do? We will follow the same in this one to this one. Now see, this is 16 into 0.5 minus 1, then we get 7. We don't know what is the multiplication of 7. It may be 1 or it may be 1.5. So now see, this is 18.25 and this is 59.875. We know that if 18 multiplied by 3, we will get something near, which is near to 54, and you can see. And if we will multiply by 4, we will get equal to 72. That means this is 0.5. In case of this one, it may be 1.5, then 2.5, or then 3.5, because 18.25, if you will multiply by 3, which is nearly equal to 54, and this is 59.875, which means it may be a multiplication of 3.5. Now see the logic. This 16 multiply 0.5 minus 1 is equal to 7. So next one will be 7 into 1.5, which is equal to 7 into 1.5, which is equal to 10.50, and then minus what? Now see, minus 1, it may be minus 2, minus 1 also. So now see the option, 7 into 1.5, which is equal to 10.50. Now see, there is only a one option which is less than 10.50. So it may be possibility 7 into 1.5 minus 2. So you will get 8.5. Right? Next one will be 8.5 after 1.5. What will come? Same, 2.5. As it is minus 3, you will get the same number, right? So the logic is multiplication of 0.5, then minus 1, multiplication of 1.5, then minus 2, multiplication of 2.5, then minus 3, you will get the value of the question mark. Now, move to our next question. The next question is same from number series. Now, see the question. Firstly, in number series, what we have to do? We have to follow a pattern. The pattern is, you can see, this is 21, 1, 1, 10, question mark, 1, 3, 3, 5, 2, 6, 7, 2. Now, see, this, how you will get this 1, 1, 10 from 21. Now, it is clearly, if you will multiply this 21 into 5, you will get 105, but there is 1, 1, 10. That means we have to add 5 more. So the logic is, you can say 21 into 5, that's 5, 1, 1, 10, right? That means it may be a logic. So follow to the next one, 1, 1, 10 into question mark, don't know. You can see the option which is nearly equal to something 400. That means key multiplication will be equal to 4. So multiply by 4. So we can say that key, this is a 4, this is a 5. It may be a 4, right? This is 4, 40. We are adding here 5 because the multiplication is 5. So we can say that on the same basis, multiplication if it is 4, that means we have to add 4 as well. So it is will be equal to 4, 40 plus 4. That will be equal to 444. Now see the option. You can see fourth one will be the correct answer of this question. The logic is multiplication of 5 plus 5, multiplication of 4 plus 4, and the same here. This 444 multiplication of 3 will be equal to 1332, and plus 3 you will get 1335. So the logic of this number series is multiplication of 5 and addition of the same number. So the answer will be 444. Right? Now move to our next question. The next question is from miscellaneous, and that is from mensuration. The question is, now read the question carefully first. Question is, if the cost of plantation of 20 meter broad and 30 meter long plot is rupees 2460. What we have given? We have given a rectangular plot the length of the plot is 30 and breadth is 20, and we have given the cost of this plot is 2460. What the question is saying? The question is saying what is the cost of per square meter. Now read the sentence. What is the cost of per square meter? Per square meter means we have to find the area. If it is talking about only the meter, or you can say per meter, that means it may be a parameter. But the question is talking about the per square meter, which means the question is talking about the area. So what we will do? We have to find the cost of per square meter. So how we will calculate? Firstly, we will calculate the area of the given plot. Area of the given plot. Now you see the area is in the form of rectangle. So area will be L into B. Length will be 30, breadth will be 20. So area will be 600 meter square. That means the total area will be 600 meter square and the cost is 2460, and we have to find the cost of per square meter. So cost of per square meter will be equal to 2460 divided by 600, and that will be equal to 4.10. That means 4 rupees 10 paise will be a cost of per square meter. Now see the option, you can see third one will be the correct answer of this question. What basically we did in this question, just we read the question, what the question is saying. Remember students, when the question is, when the question you have given in your examination, firstly you have to read the question carefully, what the question is saying. If you read the data, you will get the question is very easy. Now see one more, the next question into 7 to the power 6 and then 7 to the power minus 5. So before solving this question, we have to keep one thing in our mind. The property is of such, to solve such type of question is when a to the power m multiplication a to the power n, which means if we have given a number a to the power m and a to the power n and multiplication, if the power is different and the base is same, that means power will be added and base will remain same. On the same case, if we have given the sign divide a to the power m, a to the power n, and the sign is divide, so power will be subtracted, or you can say we have to subtract the power. So we will follow the two properties in this question. Now see, this is 7 to the power 15, 7 to the power 6, 7 to the power minus 5. How we will solve? We will solve directly. For example, now see, those are which are multiplication directly at and which are in, you can say, division, we will subtract. For example, this is 7, 15 plus 6, because sign is multiplication. Here minus 5. Now see, it is a divide, and if you will change this divide into multiplication, power will automatically change, so it will be equal to plus 5. Here this 1 by 7 to the power 3, when it will go up, it will sign will change, that means minus 3, which will be equal to 7 to the power question mark. Now see, 15 plus 6, 21, this 5 will be cancelled, 21 minus 3, which will be equal to 18, so the value of the question mark will be 18. How you have to solve? You have to remember the two property. What the property is? If the sign is multiplication, then you have to add the power, and if the sign is divide, you have to subtract the power. So the answer of this question will be 18. Now see the option, you can see fourth one will be the right answer of this question. Now move to our next question. The next question is, now see, from simplification, and the question is from approximation. Now in your examination, you will get the question from approximation as well. So how we will solve such type of question? Now see, this is 50.0003, 54.998, and this is 20.020. Now how we will solve? We can write this one as approximate will be equal to 55. Multiplication, this may be approximate 55 because here it is 0.998, which will be near, you can say, equal to 55, and here that will be equal to approximate 20. Now what we have to do, we have to take the approximate value. The approximate value of this one is 55, and the approximate value of this one is also a 55, and the approximate value of this is a 20. Now we have to multiply the 55, or you can say that it is a square of 55. So how we will solve the square of 55? Directly we can solve. If the last digit is 5, so 5 becomes 25, and then 5 25, and then 25 plus 5 30, that means 3025 is the square of this 55, and we have to add 20 more, so the answer will be 3045. Check the option. Now check the option, you can see fourth one will be the correct answer of this question. So basically in approximation, what you have to do, you have to take the approximate value, you can say nearest value, the nearest value of 55.003, which will be 55, and same as it is the nearest value, or you can say approximate value of 54.998, which will be equal to 55. So we will take the approximate value, then we will solve, and we will get the answer approximation, you can say, or you can say the answer nearest to. For example, next see one more question from approximation. The question is 120.009 and 89.999 plus 117.989. Now, what we have discussed, we have to take the approximate value. For example, now see, the approximate value of this will be 120, and the approximate value of this will be 90, and the approximate value of this one will also be equal to 118. Alright, now see, 120 plus 90 plus 118. This is the sum of this will be 210, 210 plus 100, 310 plus 1, that will be equal to 328. Now this is the approximate value of the summation of this given expression. Now see the option. Now see 328, if you see with the option, you will get the first one is 310, the second one is 350, 380, 400, 330, which means there is no option which is 328, and we have to take the approximate value, which means the approximate value of 328 will be equal to, we can say that 330. So our answer of this question will be equal to 330. Alright, so what basically you have to do, you have to take the approximate value if you face such type of question in your examination. Now move to our next question. The next question is same from approximation. Now see, 80880 divided by 888 divided by 8, then question mark, what is the value of this question mark? Now see, what you have to do, what we have discussed, we have to take the approximate value. So how we will calculate this question? 80880, if you will change this sign, it will be equal to 1 upon 888. Same as it is, this is 1 upon 8. And now you will solve this is 81010. This is 10110, and this is 888. If you will divide this 10110 by 888, you will get something 11. You can say approx 11, right? If you will divide this one by this, you will get approximation nearest, which is equal to 11. So now see the option. If you will see, the first one is the 11, and the second one is 14. 14 is not possible because the approximation will be nearly equal to 11, or you can say it may be equal to 12, but the option is 14, so our answer will be 11 because we have to take the approximate value. So answer of this question will be 11. Right, now move to our next question. The next question is from simplification. Now, if you face such type of question in your examinations, what you have to do, don't be panic. The question seems to be, you can say, the question seems to be tough. It is very easy. Now see, this 3 8 by 11 we can write 41 by 11. Same here, 2 times 4 plus 1, 5 by 2. Here 33 plus 37 by 11. All right. What we have done, we have follow what is 11 into 3, 33 plus 8, 41 by 11. Then multiply 5 by 2, then minus 37 by 11. Now solve this. 41 into 5, this is 205 and this is 22, and minus 37 by 11. Now take the LCM of 22 and 11, which will be equal to 22. It will be here 205, 11 2 times, which means 74, we can say 37. Now solve. This is 5 minus 4 1. This is 131 by 22. If you will divide 131 by 22, you can see this multiplication of 5, so you will get 5 by 21 by 22. Now see the option, which one will be the answer. Now see, you can see fourth one, 5 by 21 by 22 will be the correct answer of this question. Basically, what you have to do, you have to follow the same logic. That means solve this expression, solve this also, and then plus, then minus, you will get the answer 5 to the power 5 complete 21 by 22 will be the correct answer. Now move to our next question. The next question is again from simplification. Now see, you will get such type of question in your examination. So what you have to do, now see, this is 1.342 multiplication 10 to the power 16. Here 3.46 multiplication 10 to the power 13. Now see, here 10 to the power 16, here 10 to the power 13. If we take 10 to the power 13 from both the number as a common, for example, 10 to the power 13 we take common from both sides. So what we will get, 10 to the power 13. That means here will be 10 to the power 3 will remain. So if you will multiply 10 to the power 3 into 1.342, you will get 1342. All right. Now see again, 10 to the power 13 we have taken. Here 10 to the power will 3 remain. So if you will multiply 10 to the power 3 to 1.342, it will be equal to 1342, and here will be equal to 3.46. All right. Now 3.46 you have to subtract from 1342. Now subtract 10 minus 6 4, and this is 0.54. Now see the option, which option has the last digit 0.54. Now see, only two options, that means it may be or it may be. Now but if you see this option, it has 10 to the power 14, but here is it 10 to the power 13. That means it cannot be answer. So answer will be the second option, which is 1338.54 10 to the power 13. So in our examinations, we have to use option as well as our smartness as well. Now how you will solve? If you will solve the question up to the end, it will take time. Directly you can see which option is giving the same sense. Now move to our next question. The next question is again from simplification. Now see, we have to find the value of this one. Now in this question, we will use the option as well as our smartness. How we will calculate easily, or how we will solve this question by quicker approach. Now see, as we already discussed, if the last digit is 4, the condition may be the last digit is 4, whatever will be the answer, it will contain the last digit 2 or 8. All right, whatever the value of this one has unit digit 2 or 8, because the last one is 4. Now see the option. There is only two option which has last digit 8 and 2. That means these three cannot be the answer, right? Now, so what we have to find? Now we have to find the one value from these two options. Now see how we will find. Here it is 404. That means last digit will be 2 or 8. This is clear. Now these 398, 392, which are closer to 400. or we can say that the square of 400 is 160000. All right. Now see, the difference between this 160000 and 1584040 is minor difference. Now see, there is a minor difference between this one and this one. So we can say that answer may be nearest to 400. Nearest to 400. So see the option once again. The option is 398 and 392. The difference between the 400 square and this one is very minor, and we are very sure the answer will be nearest to 400. Which one is nearest to 400? Now you tell me. This one. So this one is nearest to 400. So directly we can say that the answer is 398. So in this question we follow what? We will follow the option as well as we will follow the smartness. Now move to our next question. The next question is, now such type of question you can also face in your examination. So how you will solve this type of question? Now see, this is 1 plus root 5. 3 plus root 2 is equal to question mark plus 3 plus root 5. Now how we will solve? Now see, directly we have to multiply and we have to add and then we have to simplify. For example, if you will multiply this 1 by 3, you will get 3. Alright. If you will multiply this 1 by root 2, you will get root 2. If you will multiply this, you will get 3 root 5. Here you will get root 10. Alright. Is equal to question mark plus 3 root 5. 3 root 5 are here. 3 root 5 is also here. It will be cancelled. And directly we have to find the value of the question mark. This 3 plus root 2 plus root 10 further cannot be solved. So the value of the question mark, which is equal to 3 plus root 2 plus root 10. Now see the option. You can see root 2. Where is root 2? Root 2 plus 3 plus 10. This you can see third one will be the correct answer of this question. Right? Now move to our next question. The next question is from inequality. Now see, approximate you can say, or you can say minimum or at least 5 question you will get from inequalities. Last time we already discussed inequality. We have given 5 options like that. The first option is, firstly we have given 2 equations, whether it may be linear, whether it may be quadratic, and we have to solve them and we have to give the answer as follow. If the condition is, first option says that if x is greater than y. Second one is x greater than equal to y. Third one is x less than y, and the fourth one less than equal to y, and the fifth one is not equal. Not equal, not you can say x equal to y or relation cannot be established. Which means if you get any relation which is x equal to y or the sign are opposite, so you will pick the fifth one as option. For example, now see the question. The question on the screen you can see 5x square minus 8x is equal to minus 3, and the next one 4y square minus 16y is equal to minus 15. Now we have to solve the equation and we have to find the value of x and the value of y. Then we will compare the equation and we will get the conclusion. Now see, it is a quadratic equation in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation and we already discussed if the equation is quadratic, that means it has 2 values, whether both are positive, both are negative, or it may be a positive or it may be a negative, depend upon the question. Now, how you will solve this question? If the equation is ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, is equation in the form of this expression, firstly, you have to multiply this a by c. If the equation is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0, you have to multiply this c by a, whatever you will get, for example ac. Now, then you have to find two number. Then you have to find the two number, the multiplication which will be equal to ac, or the addition or subtraction which will be equal to b. Now see practically. Firstly, convert the equation in the given form. Now 5x square minus 8x plus 3 is equal to 0. Now what we have to do, multiply this 3 by 5, you will get 15. Remember one thing, if the multiplication is in positive, that means both number can be plus plus or both number can be negative. That means the sign of both number may be positive or the sign of both number may be negative. Now see, 5 into 3 which is equal to 15, but here the sign is negative, so we will get the two number minus 5 minus 3. Minus 5 minus 3 which will be equal to 15. Then minus 5 minus 3 will be equal to 8. And you have to change the sign as well. This minus will become plus and this minus will become plus. Again repeating, multiplication this 3 into 5, you will get 50. Then we get two number minus 5 and minus 3. Sign we have to change, both will become positive, this plus 5 plus 3. Now one more thing, then you have to divide these by the coefficient of x square. So coefficient of x square is 5. So if you will divide both the number by 5, you will get 1 and you will get 0.6. So in this way we calculate the value of x from the equation. Now the same thing we will follow in the next equation. Now see, 4y square minus 16y plus 15 is equal to 0. If you will multiply this 15 by 4, you will get 60 plus 16 and here minus 16. So number will be 10 into 6, 60. 10 plus 6, 16. But the sign will be negative. Both negative becomes positive. And what you have to divide? The coefficient as well. If you will divide the coefficient, here you will get 2.5, here you will get 1.5. Now directly you can compare. If you are facing any problem by comparing those number, you can make a chart as well. For example, directly how we will solve. Now compare this 1 to 2.5. 1 and 2.5, which one is bigger? This one. Similarly, 1 and 1.5, again y is greater than x. In the second case, 0.6 and 2.5, which one is y? 0.6 and 1.5, which one is bigger? Same, 1.5. So directly we can say that x less than y or y greater than x. In this way directly we can solve, or we can say x less than y. If you are facing problem directly, so you can make a chart. The chart is, here you can write x, here you can write y. Now put the value of x in a sequence and put a value of y. Now see, the value of x 1 1, because in 1 1 we have to compare 2.5 and 1.5. 1 1 and here 0.6 here 2.5 1.5. The order will be alternate, 2.5 1.5 again 2.5 1.5. Now see, 1 and 2.5. Between 1 and 2.5, which one is bigger? Now see clearly, 2.5 here 1.5, here 2.5, here 1.5. So the conclusion says that x is less than y. So directly you can calculate, or by making this chart you can also say that the solution of this is x less than y. Now move to our next question. The next question is, now see again from inequality. Now the same thing we followed in the previous one, we will follow the same logic in this question as well. Now see, firstly convert the equation. 5x square 3x minus 14 is equal to 0. First thing we will solve this equation. What we have to do? Multiply this 14 by 5. It will be equal to 70, and the sign is also minus. Now see, 14 into 5 minus 70, and here 3. 10 into 7 70, and 10 minus 3 will be equal to, 10 into 7 70, and 10 minus 7 will be equal to 3. So here we get a number 10 or minus 7. Multiplication of both two number will be equal to minus 70 and the addition or subtraction will be equal to 3. Sign will be changed. This plus will become negative, this negative will become positive, and we have to divide the number by coefficient of x square. So if you will divide this 5 by 5, here you will get minus 2 and here you will get 1 point, you can say 1.4. So the value of x are minus 2 and 1.5. Now similarly we will solve the next one equation also. 5y square plus 11y minus 36 is equal to 0. Again multiply this 36 by 5, you will get 180 and here it is 11. The number will be, now see, 20 into 9 is equal to 180. 20 into 9 is equal to 180, and if you will subtract 9 from 20 you will get 11. So number will be 20 minus 9. Sign will be changed. This will become negative, it will become positive. Divide by the coefficient as we already discussed. Here we will get minus 4 and here we will get 1 and 1.8. Now these are the value of y and these are the value of x. Directly you can compare, or by making a chart you can also compare. Now how we will solve this? Now see, this minus 2 and minus 4, which one will be bigger? In the case of minus, the lesser one will be greater than the, so now minus 2 and minus 4, which one will be bigger? Minus 2. Same minus 2 and 1.8, which one will be bigger? In this condition 1.8 will be greater than 2, minus 2. Now see, first conclusion says that x is greater than y, and the second conclusion says that y is greater than x, which means x equal to y, or we can say that if sign are opposite, what we have discussed, if sign are opposite, the answer will be C and D, or the relation cannot be established. That means the equation don't have any relation, right? Now move to our next question. Again the next question is from inequality. Now see the question is 2x square minus 17x plus 36 is equal to 0. Second equation we have already given. Now see, we have to follow the same logic or the same pattern. Now see, if you will multiply this 36 by 2, you will get 72. The sign will be positive. Now find out the two numbers, which the multiplication is 72 and addition and subtraction is minus 17. So here we get two number, minus 9 minus 8. Multiplication will be plus 72 and addition will be minus 17. Now sign will be changed, both will become positive and we have to divide by 2 as well. Here we will get 4.5, here we will get 4. So the value of x is 4.5 and 4. On the same way we will solve this equation as well. Multiply this 30 by 7, you will get 210 and here it is 29. So the number will be minus 14 and minus 15. Multiplication will be 2 and 10 and the addition will be minus 29. Sign will be changed, both will become positive and we have to divide by the coefficient as well. 2 here you can say 2.1. Alright, here we get the value of y 2 and 2.1, here we get the value of x 4.5 and 4. Now compare directly this. In 4.1 and 2, which one is greater? This one 4.5, 2.1. Again same change, 4 and 2, this one 4 and 2.1, this one, which means x is greater than 1. Directly you can check, or by making a chart you can also check, as we already discussed. Now, so the answer of, you can say, conclusion of this equation is x greater than y. Now move to our next question. The next question is again from inequality. Now you will tell me how we will solve. Now see, this is 2x square minus 23x plus 65 equal to 0. Second one is also there. Now solve the first one. 2x square minus 23x plus 65 equal to 0. How we will solve? Multiply the 65 by 2, you will get 130. Alright, now multiplication should be 130 and addition subtraction should be minus 23. So tell me two numbers. The two number will be minus 10 or minus 13. Both number have negative sign. Sign will be changed, so both will become positive, and we have to divide what? By the coefficient as well. So if you will divide by 2 by 2, you will get here 5 and you will get here 6.5. Alright, now solve the second one as it is. Now see, 2y square minus 3y minus 27, which is equal to 0. 27 into 2, 54, and here 3. Multiplication should be 54 and addition subtraction should be minus 3. Number will be, now tell me number will be. Number will be 9, 6, multiplication 54, 9, 6, 3. But sign is also there. So here minus 3, which means minus 9 plus 6 will be equal to minus 3. Multiplication will be equal to minus 54. This will become plus 9 and this will become minus 6, and we have to divide by the coefficient as well. 2, 2, here we will get 4.5, here we will get 3. Alright, now here we get the two value of y, here we get the two value of x. Now directly you can compare 5 and 4.5, which one is greater? This 5, same is 5. 6.5, 4.5, again 6.5, 6.5 minus 3, which one is greater? Again. So the conclusion says that the relations between two equation is x greater than y. Directly you can calculate. So now you can see in your examination, if you will face such type of question or from questions from inequality, directly you will solve. You will not waste your time by making chart. Directly you will solve and you will give the answer, right? Now move to our next question. Again the next question is from inequality. As we already discussed, 5 questions you will see from inequality in your examination. So now see this question. 3x square minus 7x plus 2 is equal to 0 and 2y square minus 7y plus 3 equal to 0. How we have to solve? Now you will tell me. On the same process what we have discussed, the process is first we have to multiply this 2 by 3. What we will get? We will get 6. Now here it is minus 7, so number will be 6, 1, 6, 6 plus 1, 7. So here we get minus 6 minus 1. Multiplication will be plus 6, addition will be minus 7, and both are negative, both will become positive. Divide by the coefficient as well. So if you will divide by 3, 3, here 2, here 0.33. Alright, now we get the two value of x. Similarly, we will solve this one also. Now see, multiplication is 6 and minus 7, the same thing. So the number will be minus 6 and minus 1, both will become positive, and you have to divide by the coefficient as well. So here will be 3 and here will be 0.5. Now compare directly. How you will compare? Firstly check 2 and 3. Between 2 and 3, which one will be greater? Clearly 3 will be greater than 2. So first condition, 3 will be greater than 2. On the second condition, 2 and 0.5, which one will greater? Now see, 2 will be greater. The first conclusion is saying y is greater than x, and the second conclusion is saying, or second statement is saying x is greater than y, which means first is saying y is greater than x, second statement is saying x is greater than y, which means both are opposite or both are contradiction. If there is a contradiction, what we have discussed? We have discussed if there is a sign change, if there is a contradiction, that means answer will be what? C and D. So the relation between two equation will be C and D, or you can say there is no relation between the two equations, or we can say relation cannot be established, right? So if you see such type of questions in your examination, directly you will solve. Alright, now move to our next question. Next question is from percentage. Now, if you face miscellaneous question in your examination, what you have to do? In today's discussion, what we will discuss how we can solve the question by using option. In today's discussion, what we are going to discuss? We are going to discuss how we will solve the question by using the option. For example, in percentage, we have discussed a number is always 100%. A number is always 100%. Now read the question. 1/5 of a number. If you consider a number is 100%, then 1/5 will be equal to 20%, which means we have given the value of 20%, which is equal to 62. 1/5 of a number is 62. That means 20% will be equal to 62. Now what the question is saying? Question is saying what is 73% of that number. 20% is equal to 72, and we have to find the value of 73%. So 73% will be equal to 62 by 20 into 73. Now how we will calculate this multiplication? Now see, if you will go by the regular method, or you can say if you will multiply this 62 into 73, then you will divide by 20, you will get the answer. But it will take a time. How we will solve this question by using option? Now see, 62, 21, we can write this one 31 or this one 10. Now see, this is 31 into 73 by 10. If you will divide this by 10, point will be there. But now see, 31 into 73, there is no need of multiplication. Why? Because we will solve this question by using option. For example, now see the option. There is only a one option which has the last digit 3. And if we will multiply this 31 by 73, last digit will be 3, right? Now see, there is only a one option which has last digit 3. That means the answer of this question will be third one. So now what we have discussed by using the option, or by picking the option, we can directly give the answer, right? Now move to our next question. Now the next question is from fraction. Again the same question, or you can say this question we will also solve by using the option, or by picking the option. Firstly, we will discuss by the traditional method. What is the traditional method? Now read the question carefully first. If 1 is added to numerator and denominator, now we assume that a fraction is in the form of x upon y. Now we have already discussed a fraction is in the form of x upon y. This is a numerator, this is a denominator, and what the question is saying if 1 is added to both numerator and denominator, that means plus 1, which is equal to 1 by 4. This is the first condition, right? Now read the next line. If 2 is added to both numerator and denominator, if you will solve this, you will get an equation 4x plus 4 y plus 1. Now see, 4x minus 4 is equal to minus 3. So by solving this equation, we get equation 4x minus y is equal to minus 3. Now second condition is if you will add 2 in both numerator and denominator, it becomes 1 upon 3. Now follow the condition, x plus 2, and here y plus 2, which will be equal to 1 upon 3. Alright, now see, 3x plus 6 is equal to y plus 2. Again, if you will simplify this equation, you will get 3x minus y is equal to minus 4. Alright, so here we get the two equations. Then we will solve the two equations. Then we will find the value of x and the value of y. And then we can say the answer will be this one. Now this is a traditional method. If you will go by this method, it will take a time. Firstly, you have to make the equation, and then you have to make the solution, and then you have to give the answer. So in this process we will not solve, or you can say this process we will not follow in our examination. Now how we will solve? Now see, we will solve this question by using option. Now see, if you pick the second one, 5 options we have given, and in 5 options there will be a one option which is the answer of this question. Now pick the first one. Suppose we pick 2 by 3 is the answer. If 2 by 3 is the answer, now follow the first condition. If 1 is added to both numerator and denominator, now add. If you will add this one, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3 plus 4. But here the question is saying if you are adding 1 in numerator and denominator, it becomes 1 by 4, but here 3 by 4, which means this 2 by 3 is not following the condition, so it cannot be answered. Similarly, if we pick the first one, 1 by 7, now put the condition. The condition is 1 is added to numerator and denominator. If you will add 1 and 1, it will be 2, it will be 8, which is equal to 1 by 4, and that is 1 by 4. Now see, condition is following, right? This 1 by 7 is satisfy the condition, so it will satisfy the second condition as well. If 2 is added to the both numerator and denominator, so add 2 in the both case, it will 3 and it will 9. Here you will get 1 by 3. Now you can see this is also 1 by 3. So directly we can say that answer will be 1 by 7. Why? Because it is satisfying the condition. You can say both the condition 1 by 7 is satisfying 1 by 7, right? So what we have discussed? We have discussed that if you will pick the option and try it and hit it, you will get answer quickly. If you go by the regular method, it will take a time, right? Now move to our next question. The next question is from problems on ages. Now again, this question we will also solve from the option. Now see, first read the question. Father age is 1 more than 5 times the age of son. Father age is 1 more than 5 times the age of son. Now, firstly we will solve this question by traditional way. Let the age of son be x. So father will be 5 times or plus 1. On this way we will solve the value of x, then we will solve the value of we will calculate the age of father. Now this is a traditional way. We will not follow this process in our examinations because we have limited time in our examination. So how we will solve? Now see, we will solve this question again by using option. Now see, father age is 1 more than 5 times the son age. Father age is 5 times, but 1 more. So answer is from 5 option. And what we have to find? We have to find what is the father present age. The father present age will be multiplication of 5 and 1 more than. Now see, if you pick 30 option, clearly it is clearly 30 cannot be the answer. Why? Already saying father age is 1 more than 5 times the son age. It is not more multiple of 5 but not more than 1, so it will not be answer. Now pick the 40. Again it is not. Directly we can say that the age of father will be multiplication of 5 plus 1. Now see, only third option here, only third option 31. If you will subtract 1 from 31, you will get 30, and it is a multiplication of 5, or you can say that if you will divide 30 by 5, you will get accurate value. So 31 will be the answer. Directly we can say that, because there is no option which satisfying the given condition. Alright, so we have discussed if you will follow the same process or if you will follow the option taking rule, it is very easy to give the answer quickly. Right, now move to our next question. The next question is from time and distance. The question is, a truck covers a distance speed of 52 km per hour in 18 hours. What we have given? We have given the speed and time. Now question is saying, what is the average speed of the car in order to cover 180 km more distance that of the truck in the same time? The question is saying, we have to find what the average speed of the car, but the car is traveling 180 km more than the truck. Now firstly we will calculate the distance traveled by truck. Now see, speed is equal to distance by time. Now speed we have given, time we have given, we can easily find out the distance. Now see, 52 and here distance t, time we have given how much? 18. So distance will be equal to how much? 936. Multiply by this, you will get 936. So distance will be 936 km. Now what the question is saying? The question is saying car is traveling 180 more kilometer than truck. Truck is already traveling a distance of 936 km. So car will travel a distance which is equal to 936 plus 180 will be equal to 61, then 9 plus 110 and 116 km. That means car is traveling a distance of 116 km and we have to find the speed. But the question is saying car is taking the same time as the truck is taking. So here time will be 18 hours. So speed is equal to 116 divided by time, which is equal to 18. So if you will solve, here you will get the value 62, which means the average speed or the speed of the car is 62 km per hour. Now see the option, check the option. Now clearly first one will be the correct answer of this question. Right, now move to our next question. Next question is from compound interest, that is CI. Now see, question is saying if a certain sum of compound interest becomes 2,000 in 2 years and 2,200 in 3 years, so find the rate of interest. Now, if you will solve this question by regular method or by traditional method, it will take a time. As we know, the formula to calculate the CI is A is equal to P1 plus R by 100 to the power, and amount we have given, principal we don't know, and rate we have to find, time we have given. By using this formula we can also calculate the rate, but it will take a long time. So how you will solve? If you see this type of question in your examination, the difference between the year is 1 year. So how you will solve? Now see, in 2 years amount becomes 2000. In 3 years it will be equal to 2200. And we know that the interest for the first year in case of simple interest or in case of compound interest are same. That means the interest of the first year, or you can say the simple interest of the first year or the compound interest of the first year are same. So how we will solve? Now see, that if you have to find the rate, so what you will do? Firstly you will find the difference between the two amount. The difference between the two amount is 200. Difference between the two amount is 200 and we have to find the rate. So how we will find? Difference you have to write in here, and in the denominator you have to write the smaller value, and that is right into 100. So if you will solve, you will get here rate will be 10%. Again repeating, if you face such type of question in your examination, what you have to do? You have to take the difference in the numerator, and in denominator you have to take the smaller one and multiplication by 100. By using this formula you can calculate the rate of interest, but there is a condition. This formula is applicable only for this type of questions. Alright, now move to our next question. The next question is now from time and work. Now in this question we will use the option as well as the traditional method. Now see, firstly read the question, what the question is saying. Question is saying A takes 5 days less than that taken by B to complete a work, which means A is taking 5 days less as the time taken by B. If both can do the same work in 11 complete one by 9 days, so in how many days they will complete the same work? Alone. Now see how we will do. If we will follow the traditional way, we'll take a time. Firstly, we have to assume whether it may be X or whatever. Now see, A is taking 5 days less than B. Now see, B is taking, now let us assume B is completing the work alone in X days. So A will complete the X work in X minus 5, because the question is saying, according to the question, if B is X, then A will be X minus 5. Alright, now both are doing the whole work in 11 complete 1 by 9, which is equal to 100 by 9. So 1 day work of B is 1 upon X, 1 day work of A is 1 upon X minus 5, will be equal to 9 by 100. Now you will solve this equation and you will get the value of X. Whatever the value of X will be your answer. But if you will go by this method, it will take our time. So how we will solve the question is, how we will solve directly, or you can say how we will solve the question. Now see, what we have to do, we have to use the option. For example, now see, if they both are doing the work, they are taking 100 by 9 days. Now see this one, 100 by 9. We can say that days is 100 by 9, and where we get days? By dividing work by efficiency. So we can say that work is 100, or the efficiency of A and B is 9. So which option is satisfying this condition? Work is 100 and efficiency is 9. Now see, if you pick the first option, if B is doing in 15 days, that means A will be 10. Here you will not get the work 100, so it will not be an answer. Now see this one, 25. If you pick this option 25, if B is doing the whole work in 25 days, so A will complete the same work in 20 days, and if you will take the LCM, you will get 100, and which is equal to our work, right? Now 100 is work. Now see, this is 5, this is 4, and the sum of their efficiency is 100, and from here we get 100 by 9. So this 25 is following the, or you can say satisfy this condition. So directly we can say that the answer will be 25. So in this way we can solve such type of question, right? So by picking the option is the easiest way to do such type of question. Now move to our next question. The question is from partnership. Now see, question is, Raju started business investing rupees how much? 75,000. After 4 months, Sanju joined the business with rupees 112500. If at the end of the year total profit was how much? 4500. Now we already discussed in partnership, the ratio of the investment will always be equal to ratio of their profit, which means ratio of the investment, in which ratio we invest will be equal to the ratio of their profit. For example, Raju is investing rupees 75,000, and we know in partnership business run for 12 months. So 75,000 multiplied by 12. But Sanju came after 4 months. So the business for Sanju will be for 8 months. So here ratio 112500 into 8. So what we are doing? we are finding the ratio of their investment. So here it is the ratio is 1:1, which means they invest the amount in the ratio 1:1. So in the same ratio their profit will be distributed. What the question is saying? Question is saying find the Sanju share, and the ratio is 1:1. So 1/2 into 4500, which is equal to 2250. So the share of Sanju is 2250. Check the option. You can see third one will be the correct answer of this question. Right? Now move to our next question. The next question is from pipe and system. Now see the question. The question is 2 pipe can fill a tank in 10 hours and 12 hours respectively, while the third pipe can empty this in 20 hours. If all 3 pipes are open simultaneously, in what time will the tank will be filled? Now question is 2 pipes are filling and third pipe is empty. Now see. Let us assume a pipe A and this is pipe B and this is pipe C. This pipe A can fill a tank in 10 hours and this pipe B can fill a tank in 12 hours and this pipe C can empty the same tank in 20 hours. How we will solve? We will solve this question by taking the LCM method or LCM approach. Now see, those pipe which are filling the tank, the sign will be positive, and which is empty the tank, the sign will be negative. Now see, the LCM will be 60 and LCM shows that the capacity of tank, which means the capacity of tank is 60 liter, and here this is 6, this is 5 and this is 3, which means the capacity of tank is 60 liter and A can fill a tank in 1 hour 6 liter, B can fill 5 liter in 1 hour and C can empty 3 liter in 1 hour. Both are filling, so sign will be positive and here sign will be negative. Now if all 3 pipes are open, how much water is? 6 plus 5, 11 minus 3 is 8. If all 3 pipes are open, which means only 8 liter water, right? And we have to fill 60. So what time will the tank be filled? If you have to find the time, so what you will do? Divide this 60 by 8 and here you will get 7.5 hours. So answer will be 7.5 hours. So remember, if you get such type of question in your examination, follow this method. It will be easiest way to find such type of question. Now move to our next question. The next question is from boat and stream. Again this question, if you will solve this question by the traditional way, it will take a time. But we will solve this question by using a quicker approach, or you can say I tell you the trick to solve this type of question. Now firstly see the traditional method. Now boat goes 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream in 10 hours, which means boat goes 30 km upstream and 44 km downstream. The total time is 10 hours. On the other hand, it can go 40 km upstream and 55 km downstream. The total time is 13 hours. The question is saying what is the speed of the boat in still water. Now, what the traditional method says. Let the speed of boat is x and speed of current is y. We have assumed the speed of boat is x and speed of current is y. So in downstream condition, the speed is x plus y, and in upstream condition, the speed is x minus y. Alright. In upstream, boat is going 30 km. So the equation will be 30 upon x minus y. In downstream, it is traveling 44 km. Alright. Speed, time is equal to distance upon time. This is the time of upstream, time of downstream. Total time, which is equal to how much? 10. This is the first equation. Similarly, we can find the second equation. The second equation is in upstream it is 40. So 40 upon x minus y, here 55 upon x plus y is equal to 30. Now see, now you will solve these two equations and then you will get the value of x and value of y. X is the speed of boat and y is the speed of current, and what we have to find? We have to find the speed of the boat. That means we have to find the value of x. But if you will solve this question by this method, it will take a long time. So how we will solve? Now see the quicker approach, or you can say the trick is, now what you have to do. Now see, upstream, downstream. In upstream, how much? 30. In downstream, how much? 44. In upstream, boat is traveling 30 km. In downstream, boat is traveling 44 km. Alright. In the second case, in upstream it is 40 and it is 55. Now what you have to do? You have to take the HCF. HCF of 30 and 40 is 10. Same here, HCF of 44 and 55 is 11. Now, what we get? Now, we can assume this 10 is the speed of upstream and this 11 is the speed of downstream, as we already discussed. The speed of, or you can say the speed in downstream is always greater than speed in upstream. If downstream speed is 11, upstream speed is 10. Now see, 30 km speed 10, which means 3 hours. Alright, 30 km, and if we are taking the speed is 10, that means 3 hours. Here 11 divided by 4, how much? 4, which is equal to 7 hours, but here the time is 10 hours. That means this 10 and 11 is not satisfying the condition. So what we will do? Keep this downstream speed 11, and if you decrease this the upstream speed by 5, which means if we take this upstream speed is 5. Now follow the condition. 30 km speed is 5. This time will be 6 hours. On the same 44 speed 11. Time will be 4. Now 4 plus 6 is 10. Satisfying. Second case. 5, 40 you will divide, you will get time here 8. Same 55 by 11 you will get time here 5, and the summation of both is 13. Satisfying the condition. Which means if we consider the speed of upstream is 5 and speed in downstream is 11, condition are satisfying. So we can say that upstream speed is 5 km per hour and downstream speed is 11 km per hour. Now what we have to find? We have to find the speed of boat in still water, and we already know that, and we know that if we have given upstream and downstream, we have to find the boat. Then we have to add 5 plus 11, it will be 16 by 2, answer will be 8 km per hour. Now see the option. You can see here will be my mistake. So here will be answer 8 km per hour. So the answer of this question will be 8 km per hour. Now move to our next question. Now see, the next question is from DI. As we already discussed, 5 question, at least 5 question you will get from DI. In DI, basically it may be from table chart, it may be from pie chart, it may be from line graph, but the possibilities are from table chart. So in DI, what we have to do? Firstly, in DI, calculation should be fast. For example, firstly we have to read the data, what the data is saying and what is the meaning of the question. Now firstly read the question. Question is saying number of teachers in primary school in different cities. We have given the cities A, B, C, D up to F, and we have given the number of teachers in primary school. And what we have given the percentage of female teacher. Now see, in 1980, this is a year, total number of primary teacher, and we have given the percentage of female. Alright, now The DI is saying we have given the cities and we have given the total number of primary teachers and we have given the percentage of female in various years. For example, 1980, 1990, then and so on. Now, the first question on the screen is from DI is, now see, what is the number of female teacher in year 2000? So, number of female teacher in 2000. If you talk about the 2000, you can see this one will be the data of year 2000. Now see, this is the total number of primary teacher and it is the percentage of female. And we have to find the total number of female teachers. So how you will solve? Firstly, we will solve this 9650. You can say 40% of 9650, which will be equal to, directly I am writing 40% of 9650, which will be equal to 3850. It is in city A. On the same case, 37% of 9600 will be equal to 3552. On the same thing we will apply in this city C also. 42% of 12500 is 5250. Alright. In the city D, 46% of 8500, which is equal to 3910. And the last one, and in city E, 30% of 9250 will be equal to 2775. Now similarly, the next one and the last one, 87% of 51, which will be equal to 4437. So what we read in this question, individually we find the number of females in city A, city B, city C, city D up to city F. What the question is saying? The question is saying what is the total number of females. So you will add this one. So you will get here 7 plus 5, how much? 12 plus 2, 4. Now you can see only this option which has last digit 4. So on this way there is no need to add all these. Directly you can say the last digit is 4, which means only there is one option which has the last digit 4. So our answer will be the fifth option. Right? Now move to our next question from DI. The next question from DI, you can see what is the respective ratio of number of female teacher in city A in 2000 and that in city B in 2000. That's what the question is saying. Female teacher in city is, where is city E? This one city E, in which year? 2000. Now this one. See, city E, which year? This one. 9250, 30%. So, respective ratio of female teachers in city E in 2000, which means this one. So directly we can say 925 into 3. 0 will be cancelled. Respective ratio city B in 2010, city B, where is city B? This one. Now see, this one in this. Now see, here you will get 105 into 45. Alright. So, now see, cancel this one by 3935. Here you will get 9 to 5 ratio, 35 ratio, 45. So, if you will solve this ratio, here you will get 33 ratio 63. So, the answer of this question will be the fourth one, 37 ratio 63 will be the correct answer of this question. Now, move to our next question. The next question is from DI. The question is the number of female teacher in city D. Which city we are talking about? The city T is what percent of the number of female teacher in city E in 1990? Now see, where is 1990? This one 1990. City D. Where is city D? This one is city D. Right? This one is city D. Now, what the question is saying, the number of female teacher in city D. is what percent of the female teacher in city, which city? City E in 1990. City E is where city E? This one. Now, what you have to find directly, I am writing number of female teacher in city D. This one. So, if you will calculate 39% of 8200, here you will get, now see, 39% of 8200. You will get here 39 into 82. Right? Now, what the question is saying is approximately number of female teachers in city E in 1990. Where is this? So 88 into 57 into 100. Now I'm repeating again, number of female teacher in city D. This is the city D in 1990. You can see, right? 8200, 38%. Here it is. And in city E, here it is. If you will solve this data, you will get here from 86% will be the right answer. Right? Now move to our next question. The next question is from DI. The question is, what is the total number of male teacher in city C in all the years? Now, at same question we already discussed. The first question, number of female. Now here the number of male. So how you will calculate the number of male? Now see, in city C, which means this one, and you have to find the number of males in this city. Now see, this, if in city C total is 100%, if 56% are female, that means 44% will be male. So what you have to find? You have to find the 44% of 8500, which will be equal to 3740. Similarly, in 1990 you will find 9800, and here the percentage of female is 49%. If the percentage of female is 49%, then percentage of male will be 49. So 49% of 9800 will be equal to 5782. Same as it is, here we will get the 42% is the number of female. So number of male will be 48% to 1. 48% of 12500, which will be equal to 7250. Similarly, in the last year, if 50% is female, 50% will be male. So 13200. So 13200, 50% is how much? 6600. All right, and we have to find the sum. Now add. Last digit will be 2. Now see the option. You can see it may be answer, it may be. So we will follow the one step. 4 plus 8, 12 plus 5, 17, which means the last 2 digit is 72. Now see, only the third option which has last digit 72. That means the correct answer of this question is 23372. So on this way we can calculate the question in our examination. If you will add the whole data, it will take time. Directly you have to show your smartness. The smartness is add up to last 2 digit, and which one is satisfying, pick the option. Now move to the next question. Last question from DI is, now see, what is the percentage increase in number of female teachers from 2000 to 2010 in city B? Percentage increase number of female teachers from this one to this one in city B. Where is city B? Now see, this one is the city B. Now see, what you have to find? Firstly, check in 2000, 9600 total teachers, percentage of female is 37. So if 37% of 9660, how much? 3552. All right. In 2010, the total teachers is 10500. Percentage of female is 45%. So 45% of 1050, which will be equal to 4725. Directly I am writing, this is the number of female in year 2000 and this is the number of female in year 2000, thus in city B. What the question is saying, what is the percentage increase? Now see, in year 2000 female is 3552, in 2010 female is 4725. So this number is how much percent more than this number? So how we will solve? We will take the difference of the two number. So the difference of two number is 5 to 3, then 7, and here double 1. Difference is 1173, and we are comparing this one by this one. What we are saying, we are comparing this 4725 to 3552. So in the denominator what will come? Denominator 3552 will come into 100. So if you will solve this theta, you will get here from approximate value 33%. Now see the option. You can see second one is nearest to 33. So approximate 33% will be the correct answer. Basically what you have to do, firstly you have to check the data, then calculate the value as early as possible in 2000, right? Or difference, you can say difference. Then we are comparing this one to this one, so in the denominator we will take the smaller one, multiply 100 and we get 33%. Right? Now this is what for today's discussion. At last, this is all for today's discussion. I hope this discussion will really help you in your examination, and stay with us for more upcoming videos. You can subscribe on our YouTube channel, that is the given. So at last, thank you, and your success is our success.